Greetings, viewers. Hey, thanks for joining me out in the shop today for more on the Valiant. Getting ready to do the 4-speed swap. I got a lot of parts. I need to tear this apart and find out what else I need to order. Get a clutch and a flywheel and such things coming, and we're going to put a 4-speed in this bad dad. I can't wait. I'm excited. Thanks for following along with us here. Let's get started. All right, viewers, so one of the first things, of course, I got to pull the drive shaft, but get your favorite penetrating oil and spray all your bolts, especially if you got an old rusty hunk like this one. You can see down there some of the bolts on this side. Looks like most of them on this side are in the front. Since motor leans way over to this side, yeah, I got an oil leak, got a valve cover gasket coming for it. The bolts are in the transmission bell housing on this side, with one going through the front there. So these don't need any penetrating oil, obviously, because they're soaked in oil. But over here, getting the starter out and stuff, I've noticed already the way my Z-bar, my bell crank, bolts to the to the bell housing is different. The bolts are oriented different. It looks like the same bracket will work. I'm just going to have to tilt it. I guess I'll find all that out. As far as measuring goes, the 4-speed, this is a A833 4-speed, is not an overdrive 4-speed. I thought it was when I bought it, but it's not, and that's okay. I'm putting it in anyway. I drove this thing around at 65, hit 70 a few times, but at 65 it was just a humming right along. So I'm not that worried about that, and I can always re-gear the rear end. Now I'm getting ready to get started. I'm going to get under there. I'm going to start spraying things, and then I'm going to take my sockets under and pull the drive shaft, get the cross member out, and then unbolt the transmission from the bell housing, probably, because that looks the easiest. I'll see and I'll tell you, and I'll keep you abreast of what's going on. It's hard for me without a cameraman to show you what I'm doing. So I'm going to hit the high points. I'll point out anything I think is important, but getting the starter off and the drive shaft out and stuff like that, pretty simple. Just grab the right tool for the nuts and bolts and take it off. I can leave the starter lay under here. I'll take the battery positive off for that. Looks pretty simple, pretty easy access for everything so far, but I'll keep you, like I say, informed as it goes. So thanks for tuning in, staying with me on this. It'll be a learning experience. I did say this transmission's 5 inches longer, so that means drive shaft modifications are in order. That's okay. I can make one, or I can send it off to a drive shaft shop that's local. It's not that expensive. Well, all right, viewers, here we go with the next day's progress. Yeah, it's all apart. It's pretty easy, just a bunch of bolts. When you pull your speedometer out, you'll lose a lot of fluid, so have a pan under there for that. The 3-speed is not heavy. Got my clutch out, my pressure plate's pretty wore. My flywheel definitely needs turned. I don't know if I'm going to buy a 10-inch clutch or stick with the 9 1/4. I guess I'll see if my flywheel can be saved. The clutch was definitely smoked. I'm going to start transferring some stuff over. I have one issue, is the centric or eccentric ring. That lines up here. Whoops, that lines up in here. That keeps that centered. I have to find that correct ring. I make sure my end shafts are the same. Didn't take the pilot bearing out. It's the only thing I haven't taken out yet, but I got my bell housing. This thing came apart so easy. The bolts for the bell housing on this side were on this side. The bolts for the bell housing on this side were from the back. Variety of sizes of wrenches needed. Starter out and up here. I am ready. Start some measuring, get some parts ordered, find out exactly what I need. I know there are rings for that, but I don't know where to get them. If I can't cut this one out, maybe, and make that work. You know, I don't like to spend any money. But right now, here are my challenges. The ring in the middle. The clutch fork, I'm not sure if I have the right or wrong one. The bell crank part, I think, will still bolt up over here. I have to check that out, but it'll be slightly different. We'll see. I'm happy the bell housing bolts up. The shifter looks like it's going to come through at a decent spot. The drive shaft end is too small from the 3-speed to bolt to the 4-speed, so I got to solve that. And this is about 5.5 inches longer altogether. So those are problems I'm about to try and solve. I'll get some things ordered, and I'll be back with you. Here's the drive shaft end. That's kind of weird. I've never seen one like that, but it is what bolted to the transmission too. Just the 3-speed one is smaller, so I'll have to figure that out. This drive shaft will need cut down. That's not a huge problem. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to post this up as a part 1. I think my cross member is going to need modified. Still not sure on clutch yet. I'll get parts ordered there. Speedo gear might be a question. I see where it goes on here. But if you know where to get this part for a 4-speed transmission instead of a 3-speed, let me know. If you know where to get these rings that make this line up so that it's properly centered, let me know. The mount, the cross member, I think, the drive shaft, those are all things that need to be addressed. But if you have any information on this, I don't know. If you have any answers for that, as far as the clutch fork goes, like I said, I still just got to do some measuring and see how things look, use some pieces off this. I'll be back with part 2 with questions answered on my own or from viewers, which would be nice. But I think, yeah, I'm going to stop here at part 1. Everything's out, and we'll get some decisions made and be back with part 2 and start putting this thing back together. But tell me if you know anything about the clutch fork or the centric or the hookup for the back of the transmission. All right, I appreciate you. I love you. Be good to one another. Stay tuned for more. Have a super great day.